Before the crown, before the world knew her name, there was a young princess. This portrait of Elizabeth, taken during the Second World War, captures a quiet dignity that would define her reign for the next 7 decades. A teenage princess, already carrying herself with the poise of a future queen. Few could have imagined that this young woman would become the longest reigning monarch in British history. June 2, 1953, Queen Elizabeth II appears on the balcony of Buckingham Palace after her coronation. 27 years old, and the weight of an entire Commonwealth now rested on her shoulders. The official coronation portrait distributed across every corner of the Commonwealth. This single image became one of the most reproduced photographs in history, and for millions, it was the first face of their new queen. 1977, 25 years on the throne, and the Silver Jubilee portrait showed a queen who had weathered political storms, social change, and personal challenges, and emerged stronger than ever. 50 years of service. The Golden Jubilee portrait of 2002 captured a monarch who had become not just a symbol of Britain, but a symbol of steadfast duty to the entire world. 60 years. The Diamond Jubilee portrait showed the Queen at 86, still sharp, still smiling, still serving. Only one other British monarch had ever reached this milestone, Queen Victoria, February 2022. To mark her 70th year on the throne, Queen Elizabeth sat for this official Platinum Jubilee portrait. It would be one of her final official portraits before her passing in September of the same year. A portrait for the ages, the Queen standing alongside 3 future kings, Prince Charles, Prince William, and young Prince George. 4 generations of the British monarchy captured in a single frame. Her 90th birthday, and the palace released this portrait of Elizabeth and Philip together. Married for nearly 70 years, theirs was the longest royal marriage in British history, a partnership that anchored the monarchy through every storm. Annie Leibovitz captured this stunning portrait for the Queen's 90th birthday. Surrounded by her beloved corgis and grandchildren, it showed the woman behind the crown, warm, playful, and deeply loved. February the 24th, 1981. The palace released this official engagement portrait of Prince Charles and Lady Diana Spencer. Diana's sapphire ring, chosen by Diana herself, would later become one of the most famous pieces of jewelry in the world. November 2010. Prince William and Catherine Middleton announced their engagement, and on her finger, the very same sapphire ring that had once belonged to Diana. A beautiful tribute from a son to his mother. November 2017. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle released their official engagement portraits, photographed by Alexei Lubomirsky. The images radiated warmth and intimacy, a modern royal love story. This black and white version became one of the most shared royal images of the decade. 2 people, clearly in love, about to step into the most public life imaginable. July the 29th, 1981. 750 million people watched Charles and Diana marry at St. Paul's Cathedral. This official wedding portrait captured the fairy tale that the world so desperately wanted to believe in. April the 29th, 2011. Prince William and Catherine Middleton on the balcony of Buckingham Palace. 2 billion people watched the kiss. It was the moment a new generation of royals was born. The official wedding group portrait, every detail carefully arranged from the bridesmaids to the page boys. A photograph that will hang in palaces and history books for centuries to come. June the 21st, 1982. Diana and Charles present their firstborn son to the world on the steps of the Lindo Wing. A future king, just hours old, already the most famous baby on the planet. August 2013. The Duke and Duchess of Cambridge released this intimate photo of baby Prince George, taken by his grandfather, Michael Middleton. A future king, captured in the simplest and most human of moments. A closer look at the little prince who would one day wear the crown. Even as a newborn, George was already carrying the hopes of a nation. Princess Charlotte tenderly kissing her baby brother, Prince Louis. This photograph, taken by Catherine herself, became one of the most beloved royal images of 2018. Proof that behind the palace walls, this was a family like any other. May 2025. Princess Charlotte turns 10, and the palace released this portrait showing a confident young princess who bears a striking resemblance to her great-grandmother, the late Queen. A second birthday portrait, taken outdoors in the Scottish Highlands. Charlotte's smile, natural, unguarded, and full of joy, reminded the world why the royal family continues to capture hearts. July 2023, Prince George turns 10. Photographed by his mother, Catherine, the portrait shows a young prince growing into the role that destiny has already written for him. April 2024. Prince Louis turns 6, and as always, his birthday portrait, taken by his mother, radiates pure, infectious joy. Louis has become the royal family's most expressive and beloved little character. 1985. Princess Diana in one of her most iconic gowns, a midnight blue velvet dress that she wore to the White House, where she famously danced with John Travolta. Diana didn't just wear fashion, she became it. May the 6th, 2023. After waiting longer than any heir in British history, Charles finally became king. This official coronation portrait shows a monarch who has spent a lifetime preparing for this single moment. King Charles III and Queen Camilla in full coronation regalia. After decades of controversy and heartbreak, their love story had finally found its place in history. The Cambridge family Christmas card of 2020, casual, warm, and deliberately informal. A royal family that wanted the world to see them not as figures on a balcony, but as parents who sit on hay bales with their children. 2023. The Wales family Christmas card showed the family together in a moment of pure happiness, before the challenges that 2024 would bring. Another year, another Christmas card, and each one tells the story of a family growing, changing, and facing the world together. King Charles and Queen Camilla's Christmas card, a portrait of two people who found each other, lost each other, and found each other again. Their story is proof that some love stories take a lifetime to tell. 2024. Catherine, Princess of Wales, returned to public life after her cancer diagnosis. This image, quiet, strong, and deeply moving, reminded the world that behind every royal portrait is a real person, facing real battles with extraordinary grace.